there.
Me?
Yeah. Alright, whatever.
Okay, so if there's a guest that's checked in the room, this is going to be like the little wallpaper page that pops up. So if they check in downstairs or they use the digital check-in, once the key gets activated, the TV will turn on by itself and then it'll say welcome whoever. After they get out of this, plug this back in. This is just like the main homepage. So you got live TV. If it lets me do it. Live TV, alphabetical order. I think it's pretty much the same lineup as before. I know some of the HBOs from before weren't working, but same lineup, just alphabetical order. You still have your HBOs. And then if they go to entertainment, same thing. They'll be lined up there. What's this? There it goes. And then they can also just click the guide button.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Does not like it. So, back to it. Whatever last channel or app that's going to pop up for it first, and then the rest of the apps. To get all the way to the other apps, I just go to entertainment.
Boy, the remotes work great.
So Netflix, Disney Plus, Apple TV, and I think Sirius XM is the only ones they have to have like an account to sign into. When the guest checks out, it'll sign them out of all the apps if they use digital checkout or checkout from downstairs. If they call like front desk and they're worried about it, they can go to settings and then just sign out all apps, and it'll do it for them as well. But it will check them out of everything when they check out. First, like troubleshoot thing, go to settings, restart the box from here. You can unplug the power box, does the same thing. Just making sure everything's plugged in. Main issue that happens is that HDMI just comes unplugged a little bit from the TV. If it's just not pushed in all the way, I'll say no signal, but that's like going to be your main issue. Resetting the box is probably going to fix 99% of the issues. So I kind of explained it to Joe before. If for some reason the TV got turned on, the box was working, and the box shuts off, but the TV stays on, you're going to unplug that MPI cable from the back of the TV. It looks like a phone line cable.
Okay.
Unplug that, use the Edge controller remote. There should be like a red light on the box. Power it back on. Once you see picture, plug it back in. It's just sometimes the box bugs out, and it's only controlling the box, not controlling the TV or vice versa. So that's a workaround. New boxes. If all your support will go through Hilton. So if they troubleshoot the box and they just said, let's replace the box, once you plug a new box in.
So if we have an issue with it, we would call Hilton support, not Pinnacle.
Not Pinnacle. Call Hilton support.
Okay.
I've heard that submitting a ticket is faster than just calling, so you can do that as well. But yes, all connected room issues goes through Hilton.
Okay.
So if we plugged a brand new box.
How did we get to this menu?
So this, when I leave, I randomize this code. The only time Hilton will have you get into this menu, they'll give you the code. But when I leave, I have to randomize each one. But you just click left OK and just hover over home. And just keep doing that. And then once this pops up, right now it's just 1 and then all zeros. But they'll give you the code if they want you to get into here.
You just alternate left, okay, left, okay.
So, but with the new box, once you plug the box in, this provision screen would be the first thing that pops up. It might sit on the home screen. We'll say like live TV, but it won't have any of the apps after like 30 seconds. This screen will pop up. Your guys' property code should be like the only one that pops up. Click on that property code. If for some reason it pulls up a bunch of them, luckily yours starts with a B, so just scroll down to it. Whatever floor number we're in, room number, and then just location of the box. You guys don't have any suites, so just all bedrooms. Go to register Edge controller. It'll probably say, when you click on bedroom, it's going to say like replace bedroom. Just do that if you're swapping out the existing box. And then give it like 10 minutes just to load in all the apps. We'll probably load in like 5 to 8 apps do an update, load it back in. There won't be anything on it, and then it loads it back up. And then just make sure when we slide over to entertainment, that we just have the 12 apps. So right now there's 12 apps. You might see one disappear or one get added, but Hilton usually reaches out to the properties. Hey, we're getting this. I know like Disney Plus and Apple TV are like kind of our newer apps, but like Netflix and YouTube has been here forever. So they do add and get rid of apps. So, but just make sure that we have all 12 apps, and then make sure we have channels and that they have descriptions. If for some reason that doesn't happen, get back into that menu. If you ever want to like hard reset the box, they can do this for you, but you just go to recovery. Once it boots up, you'll just go down to wipe data factory reset, click on that, okay. Once you do that, just boot system now. I'm not gonna do that, so let's just power off.
This is proof that Android is the superior operating system.
Dead.
Oh. Alright, did that. So the guests with the Hilton Owners app, there'll be a little tile that says CR on it for connected room. They can use their phone as like a remote, so they can set favorite channels, use it if they don't want to use the actual remote. That should get turned on sometime tomorrow once Hilton officially announces the property live. But the check-in information, it's already popped up on a bunch of the boxes. So if housekeeping goes in there and they turn the TV on, it will say their name. Now, housekeeping doesn't have to turn the TV on. It will do it itself. We just recommend having them turn it on, make sure that it's working, so that way it saves you guys a trip.
Is there a portal for us to like
So
look at any of this and check status?
I know there's like a check status thing that it automatically does every day, and it will message either the GM or I can talk to Jacob on who he wants to have on that list.
Okay.
And basically it'll say, hey, this room's offline. It's been offline for so long. But they don't give access to the property of like our dashboard. I don't know why, but it does send like, hey, 319's offline. The only room I think we'd have issues with is 619. He has a computer. We plugged his computer back in and had it unplugged, and then he plugged our box back on. So it just depends. But you will get alerts when stuff comes off.
On that note, sometimes you have a guest come in, they want to use their PlayStation or whatever. How do we connect that?
So all the remotes have this input button. And also, if we go down to Direct Connect, so if front desk gets a call, someone's having trouble connecting their PlayStation or whatever, they can tell them to go to this Direct Connect. Oh, this remote does not like me. Jeez. There it goes.
I can't wait to deal with these.
There it goes. Okay, so there's the Direct Connect that kind of shows them what to do, but all you do is just hold this input button. If it will work. There it goes. And then they just tap to go in between.
Oh, okay.
So,
fair enough.
And then they just hold it again to get back to it. And then just tap. Okay. And then another thing, so that's how if they have the Fire Sticks or whatever, they can go into HDMI 2 or 3. Hopefully they don't unplug our HDMI and plug into that. They can switch the input, obviously, but some guests might not be smart enough to realize that and just unplug our HDMI. So
Probably.
when housekeeping does those rooms that are checkouts, just have them.
Are they all on HDMI 1?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave 3 USBs with you guys. The only time we have to use those USBs, brand new TV gets smashed or whatever, take the box off the old TV, screw it onto the new TV, and I'll leave the USBs with you guys. You can leave the HDMI plugged in, but just unplug that MPI cable, and then using the LG remote. It's not gonna really make a difference, but I'm gonna wipe this. Gosh, it's just the TV in general, I guess. So brand new LG TV, you turn it on, the USB is plugged in. After you plug it in, let's go next, go to USB configuration. And then we'll go down to import clone file.
Okay, so this is the same as what we were doing before.
So the USB,
just a different file.
Different file. The only difference is it just has like sound settings, HDMI 1, no channel. You don't have to import channels anymore. That's strictly just your public TV. So your fitness room TV, stuff like that. And just import, click on the file, let it do its thing, and you're good to go. And like I said, the only time we have to use those, brand new TV. If you want to pull, if you have like a blank USB and you want to pull the clone file for that, you'll just click the menu settings button, go to option, spam 7. Once that pops up, you do 9876. If it wants to work. Come on.
God.
I love technology. Gosh, this one sucks.
It's alright, the first thing I'm going to do is go back up that USB drive. Because
with LG's,
I know better.
With LG's, the file, it should hold multiple files on the USB, but if you want, make a USB just for this TV model, just for this TV model. Do you know what model is, like, do you have like a certain spare model TV, or is it anything?
No, there's like, 5 different models, I think.
And then also you can reach out to Hilton and just give them the TV model, and they'll send over a clone file as well.
I can also make my own on
the
website too. That's what I usually do, is I just grab the model number and I go make my own.
Yeah, and like I said, any of the TVs in the building that we've installed, they have the settings on it, so you can pull it from any of those TVs as well. Troubleshoot wise, I mean, it's just really making sure everything's plugged in. If you are having like an issue, another thing you can do is go to settings and go to check for issues. Gosh. It's not like that. That's like the quickest way, just to, if it's like a live TV issue or something like that. Obviously, if it's a live TV issue and like the coax is plugged in both sides and it becomes like a mass issue, contact Allbridge. They're still your provider for coax. I think are we your high speed? Is Pinnacle your high speed, or is it Allbridge too?
No, it's Allbridge currently, but we're transitioning over to Pinnacle.
So if there's a big mass, a bunch of your edge controllers aren't working and you realize it's an internet issue, then contact Pinnacle. But if it's strictly just like one room's giving you trouble, I'd contact Hilton support.
Okay.
And when Jacob does the wrap-up call tomorrow, he'll send over a bunch of stuff. He'll have a little page where you guys can order more like remotes and boxes. Right now you have 15 spare remotes and boxes that we'll give to you guys,
Mhm.
and then you have all your spare.
What's the
controllers.
lead time? Like if I ordered spare remotes or boxes today, how long would I?
That's gonna
expect
be
to
a
get?
Jacob question.
Okay.
I know you do have like the year warranty, and that starts I think the second Hilton like announces your property live. So if you do
Okay.
use like a remote, or I've been told that if you guys just lose a remote, just say a remote went bad and they'll send one out for you.
Okay.
If it's a box, usually they'll send out like a return label. Sometimes they just might tell you to chuck it, and then they'll send out another spare box.
Okay.
So, you guys have any questions? I mean, it's pretty much just if everything's plugged in, it's good to go.
I asked my questions already.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Good.
All right, that's all I got.
Cool.
Mhm.